develop, explore, enrich, perform. That is the mission of Deep Arts, a nonprofit arts organization. New, innovative work, forging innovative partnerships by collaborating within and without the arts. Deep Arts explores thought-provoking new works to enrich and inform diverse audiences of all ages. Discovering life experiences through the eyes of a young puppy dog was a perfect anchor for Likah's You Draw It, We Make It Pet Buddies. Partnering with Corning Museum of Glass, Deep Arts invited children participating in Education Success Foundation's enriching programs with the mission of equipping children to succeed in school and in life, to experience the arts in a new, enlightening way. The children were asked to draw their real or imaginary pet and created their pet's story. The finalist drawings selected were blown into glass sculptures.
You Design It, We Make It actually started about 20 years ago here at the museum, and we really wanted to involve children in a different and deeper way in the process of imagining what glass can become.
I just love the creativity. You can kind of see where they're drawing inspiration from.
When we select something, we're usually selecting something that we're already thinking that we're able to make. The initial stage, when you select a drawing and come up with the process in your mind, you can draw something out, the steps, but either way you have a plan, you have an approach. And that's really important because once you start a piece of glass, the timing and the teamwork really have to be so well coordinated for it to be successful.
Anybody who participates in this has a deeper view of handicraft in general and in glass specifically, of course.
This has to be such a great opportunity for these kids that aren't necessarily exposed to art.
When I walked in the house, my mom said, and I went upstairs to go to her room, my mom said that I won the Corning Museum of Glass because I drew the best imaginary pet.
To have all of these different facets or aspects of art exposed to them and maybe think of it differently and realize that this is art and this is something that they can do is just so incredible, because without having this exposure, it's not something that they will necessarily know is possible.
I am a good artist.
When you're reacting to a child's drawing, I mean, I of course know what a dachshund looks like, but I would rather make it true to the drawing than true to my imagination of what a dachshund looks like, because it's just so much fun to see how children express the vitality of animals and things in the way they draw them, and it's great to translate that into glass into 3 dimensions.
It was brown, it had blue eyes, it had a pink nose, it had a color.
I, as a glass maker, make a lot of functional objects. I make a lot of pitchers, I make a lot of bowls and cups. And to be challenged to think in a different way and to think outside of the box and to put yourself in a child's shoes to get to create something that's so different from what I would normally make, but so much more fun and lively and enjoyable for people to watch, I think is a big part of what makes these You Design It programs really special.
The amazing thing about the Corning Museum of Glass and engaging people in opportunities like this is that they do see it potentially as something that a person can do for a living, right? You come here and you see professional artists, or you see us in our social media or online, people working, expressing themselves creatively in glass. And we've had people who've engaged with us when they were younger go on to programs in high schools and colleges that offer glassmaking and have evolved and developed a career out of that. So it really is a key to a career path in glass or in the arts.
When I won, my friends all cheered and clapped.
When I was a kid, I hated art. I didn't even like coloring. Coloring was a punishment for me because I didn't like it so much. So I never thought that I would become an artist. That was never in my mind until I was 17 and I took a glassmaking class. And it wasn't until that point, it seemed silly, that's when I realized that art was so much more than drawing and painting. That's when I really started to evaluate what I wanted to do and if being an artist was a feasible pathway.
I'm proud of myself.